Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream whenever y'all join. And I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Let's do this. All right.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect? Farmers are...
Remember, though, there is a major delay over here, so just a heads up.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Enough of you, are there? Thanks, girl.
But yes, sir. Torgal, kill.
Nice try.
And now.
This one.
Hi, Julianne. How are you doing? And thank you, Kevin, for telling people about my stream.
No one can uncross his toes.
I appreciate it,
now.
man.
Ah, Sid.
You know what you should do, Kevin?
You back so soon?
I am doing awesome, just a little cold.
Is it good news or bad?
Kevin and Bama, y'all know what y'all should do?
Good, thankfully.
Start posting on y'all Facebook.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away. May I present to you?
No. I'm not. I'm gathering that's medicine, but I'm not saying like tell his friends on his friends list or anything.
You saved my bacon
Like,
again, Sid. And
I don't know how to do it on
let your
Facebook.
good deed
I
go
don't.
unrewarded.
I'll have to actually look that up.
Really, my bag's flexible enough already. Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet. You could just buy me a bigger. How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it. Stretchy metal.
There you go, Bama. That's something I can do for the future if I do get bigger and all that. For every 5 people a subscriber gets me, a $15 or $20 PlayStation or Xbox card.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious.
Thank you, Owain.
How would that sound?
Don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's
Like, for instance, Kappa actually gets me 5 loyal subs.
One day, the whole world's gonna know about the adventures.
I can get him a $15 to $20 PlayStation card if he wants, so he can buy the Battle Pass for Call of Duty or buy a bundle, etc., etc. And vice versa with, like, Danny. Danny does it, I can get him an Xbox card since he's on Xbox. That would be, yeah. And there is another trophy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Proto or John. For all the people that's here in the stream that is new, you can call me either one you want. It doesn't bother me.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received
Hi, Maddie.
everything promised? All yours. All done?
You told her to join or asked her to join? But yeah, like, I think that would be a good way to deal with the stream.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk. Come back.
Well, I respect that, Madison. I really do. And you barely know me. You just basically know me through Kappa and talking every once in a while. I respect that.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today. You wish to study the tomes?
All right. Speak with Wade. Yeah, that is extremely respectful right there, Sandra. It really is.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to.
Alrighty.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
I actually forgot you even had that name. I did, because I'm so used to being on the other one.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
God, Madison is on a roll today.
These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom.
I think Madison's going to take your job, Bama. You used to do that all the time.
Live offered by the free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
Madison's going to be that person if and once I do get big. Like, her ass is going to sit there and look at all the likes and all that.
Send to the rest for reinforcements.
And see how he was in the stream. And she's going to start yelling at the stream. Hit that damn like button.
A Kashak, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die.
Alright, so Madison, so what you missed when I was streaming on Twitch,
to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not
I kind of wish I would have saved it, but it was an epic battle with Bahamut.
Soldiers like your guardians.
I got his abilities, and about a half hour ago, I got Shiva's abilities.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid.
Oh, Gabba's still here. Okay, I didn't know you was here. So that's for you too, Gabba.
But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to keep
Yeah, I got my ass handed to when I fought Odin.
Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village.
That ain't no
Your
lie.
home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves?
What's the weather where you are, Kappa?
Will you fight like free men and women?
I'm gonna message you on Facebook, mine.
What do you do?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt
Yeah,
I'd have a
it's
home.
snowing here also. Yeah.
And now that I have,
I just sent you a
don't
message
want
on
to lose
Facebook.
it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
Is that feels like, or is that actual temperature?
Free men and women fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Yeah, screw that.
Well, if it
Screw
was
that.
numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square. The perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them. And for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir, wait! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Yep, as I saw Ben on Snapchat.
Suppose we better do our bit too then, eh?
12 plus more days and it should go back to warming up. It should. At the rate this is going, yeah, I'm gonna have to double my socks up tonight when I go to bed.
Calm before the storm. And here it comes.
I'm telling you.
Not let this village fall.
Oh, I don't have their charging abilities. Alright. Oh, I didn't want to use that. Oh well. And use it. Alright. Now this should be the boss guy. Maybe not.
Get him! Over here!
And use it. Now the boss should come out now. Okay. Why do you got salt on your truck? Oh god, this guy has a motorcycle. Really, Kappa? I'm never coming to Kansas.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say.
So why do you got it on your truck though, Bama?
But I think the worst is behind us.
I said, Kappa. Hang on. Let me pause this real quick. I said, Kappa, oh Lord, this guy has a motorcycle. I am never coming to Kansas.
Regiment or two to fall back and...
No, let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
And Bama, that's why, I can't say that on YouTube. God dang it, man. Why do you want a motorcycle? A convertible would be better if you want to feel the air and stuff like that. Or is that why Maddie's attracted to you? Because you got a motorcycle with all that leather outfits you got, you know? Huh.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I'll pass on that. I'm not killing myself. It's a joke before anybody says anything, but I can barely ride a bicycle. Why do I want to ride a motorcycle that goes 100 times faster?
There it is. With me, Torgal.
Keep it up, Heckerwood. I don't want to do that, no. Keep it up. Just keep it up.
Back to East Pool.
But y'all keep picking on me, and why? Y'all can choose who our team kill first and then teabag the entire round.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool.
Oh, my belly.
Thank you, my friends.
Hey, Kappa, mount me some ramen noodles.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do.
Yeah, sitting there laughing, and I guarantee you got a cupboard full of ramen, don't you? Don't lie.
And your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore.
I bet you have a special area
So we have to start acting
for
right.
nothing but ramen noodles, and you have that shit in color code order and alphabetical order, don't you?
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
He's like, no, I'll never tell.
They're not slaves anymore.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight. And I believe if he was
remember, you just became Kevin's best friend.
is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain
I
here
bet you $100
and do what I can to help rebuild the
when
village.
Cabot gets married,
This is my home now.
I
too.
promise you, it's not going to be a cake that everybody eats.
Pull my weight.
His ass going to have a
You'll
big
find
old
it's
bowl of
easy
ramen
again,
noodles
Sir Wade.
just sitting there.
But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'll be counting on yours
It'd be like,
too.
are we ever going to get into the cake? I was so sweet. You're at the wrong wedding for that. There's some ramen noodles.
Come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
They're nasty.
Lord Rossfield.
That's why I don't understand how Kappa can eat ramen so much. I used to love them. But bro, like...
I think that.
There's one side that I shall never forget. You.
There used to be a time where I ate ramen a lot because I liked
A
them.
trace of fear on your face. Since that
But
day, there have
I
been
don't
more
know.
than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
Alright, so Kappa, are you the crunching up type, or are you the one
True shield.
that puts it in the pot and eats it like spaghetti?
I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be
I
safe
just
in
don't know
your
how to make
hands.
them. I mean, I guess that is true. That's why I need a girl that can cook for me and help me learn how to cook. So, hey, you actually might be onto something, Kappa.
I'll do my best.
Neither what? Huh? Both? What?
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take
Oh,
it before I
both.
change my mind.
Are you saying both as in you crunch them up, or
So, He's
do
been slowly back on its feet again. And a home to free
the
bearers.
spaghetti type wise.
Thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean.
Then how do you make yours then, Kappa?
Thinking for themselves,
Or
working for themselves.
no, you do cup
Like
noodles,
no
don't you?
hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know,
Alright, so basically like the spaghetti way.
bears
Alright.
living free like that.
Oh, excuse
Reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What
Oh,
happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet
I would
me.
excuse me.
He showed up at the stable.
I wish I knew how my brother
asking
fried the
questions while
ramen
we'd been
noodles.
buying up bearers.
Like my brother
Noodles,
fries
that's what I
ramen
was
noodles,
doing
makes
with
ground beef,
Running
gets
a
some
hunt, poking
veggies,
around in their innards.
mushrooms, and all that,
Something
and he
awful
fries
anyway.
everything together.
Me,
Oh
I
my
thought
god,
he was
that
a
is
new
amazing.
constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both
And I might have an
managed to
answer.
work out
What's
what
up?
each other was about.
Depending on who it's for.
And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like
I mean,
it,
hot dogs and all that does not count as cooking because literally you just put it in the on the pot and do a
Do you
thing.
know what he did? He smiled. And then he
I can cook
laughed.
all types of noodles
And then I did the same.
except angel hair.
We made a pact
Angel
that
hair
day
is
that whenever
disgusting.
one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
I can do fry up ground beef.
We both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just
And
like
that's
your
about it.
dad.
Like
You know, I was
pork
born right
chops,
around the time
chicken,
Henry became Archduke.
hell,
Growing
even a
up, I
meatloaf.
saw
I don't
he
even know how
tried
to do things like
change
that.
things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition.
I was never taught.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve.
I don't even know how to bake
Which is
it.
why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh?
So you don't use the beef packets or chicken packets, Sandra?
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering.
And yeah, Madison, fried ramen.
Let's see
Yes.
about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
My brother got that gene to where he can look in your kitchen. You say you had no food, he can look in your kitchen and he will make you the best dinner in the world by just looking in your cupboard. I don't know how he does it, but that boy can cook from anything.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this stall set.
I've got greens of all shapes
Looking for
and
shelter,
sizes.
are you?
Colours too.
Come on inside.
Mostly green though.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good.
I wish
Just by looking at people's faces.
I wish I was able to work in a restaurant or something like that and get taught how to make things. But if it's not frozen and I can just like pop it in the oven, because as I said I am disabled. I don't understand what I read. Alright, where the hell is this at? Reading some instructions I can do.
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me. I'm as silver as air.
Oh, it was right here the whole time. See,
It's been a pleasure.
I tried baking chicken,
Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some
but
support to my lady.
I don't think I left it in long enough.
How How goes the investigation?
I don't know how long to wait until I got turned chicken or pork chops over for the other side to cook, etc., etc. I would love to know how to do it.
Slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away.
But recipes, Bella, it depends on how complex it is. Like, if I don't have the proper measuring utensils or things, I can't do it. I don't know how to measure properly.
Time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to North.
Well, the last time I tried to make chicken, godly, that was.
She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Oh wow.
I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety.
About 5+ years ago.
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Alright, that is done. I need to go all the way back down here.
Good girl.
Faster.
Once I'm fully out of debt, believe me, as I said the other day, Bama, I am going to try cooking.
Good.
I want to be able to sit here and say, hey guys, I'll be back in about 45 minutes or so. I'm going to go cook me some dinner. And it's a steak, mashed potatoes, gravy, with some macaroni and cheese on the side and some corn. That's what I want before I'm too old.
Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless
Because at the rate I'm going,
I presume your men are ready.
by the time I'm 50 years old,
Delays as it is anymore, and I'll be
I'm going to be half starved to death because I'll have nobody here.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company.
I won't have nobody here to help me cook, to feed me and things like that. I'll be in a nursing home or dead. Oh, my neck. He said, that is reread that. He said get a crack pot. I've never heard of a crack pot. But I know what a crock pot is.
I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Crack pot.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to resort to crack. Not happening.
I always wondered where you'd vanished to. Casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Oh, godly.
Cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
That was a long cutscene. Jeez. Jeez Louise. And sadly, I gotta go do like 9 more Dallas side quests, bro. That's the annoying part. Alright, now I gotta go down here. The Dalai Lama.
Take that, you naughty thing!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together. And since we brought everyone
Yeah, I don't think
together,
Streamlabs working on YouTube right now.
absolutely wonderful.
Also transferred all over to
These
Twitch.
hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just
Cappy, you still here?
Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so
40 more minutes,
menaces
man.
like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
All right. 3 more side quests, and then I can continue the story.
Everyone around town saying Master Lubo's going to be...
The League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
But I didn't need to do this. Charge magic. Yep. I have... Oh, that's... No, I need that. Okay. That looks pretty cool. Right here. Wings of Flight. Now I can go to level 4. What do you call it? Might as well do that. Level 4 Mega Flare.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
I said what I said.
Those ne'er-do-wells won't be band together.
I'm that too, but I'm so sexy and I know it. I'm what you call a personal heater. Oh, my nose.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off.
I mean, I'm that too, but I mean, come on. There we go. Ooh.
I better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
They go on Facebook dating.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
All right.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
You all along that he was... Forgive me for disturbing you, but... could I have a moment of your time?
Wait.
I've seen your face before.
Why am I delusional? What? I just seen that.
Hill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers? I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel...
Or how about you come over and cuddle with me and I'll bundle up a nut.
The smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do, anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
It's gonna happen whether you like it or not. And there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Eight more levels until max level, baby. When I sneak into your bedroom and start cuddling with you, just turn over, see who it is. When you see me, just turn right back over and go back to sleep. It's all good.
Lord Rosfield.
Hey, it'd be a cold ass walk too, but at least I got Bama to warm me up when I get there.
Order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest...
He's over there contemplating now, like, do I get extra covers? Do I put extra clothes on? I don't know which one I want to do.
Safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever.
Do I just get under the cover in my birthday suit? Which one? It's all fine, Danny Bama. Just get in your birthday suit. Get in your birthday suit and just make it easier for me. Plain and simple. It'd be a win-win.
Good girl.
Yep, don't fight it. I'll leave my socks on. I'll leave my socks on and I'll say surprise before anything happens, I promise.
This won't be easy.
His ass better not be asleep. We gotta go kill some people in Call of Duty here in a little while. He better not be asleep. You better wake his ass up. I'll call him.
You'll pay for this.
He got 30 minutes before it is Call of Duty time. Now Sandra's gonna go crash for a few hours? Yeah. We know where that's going. Y'all have fun doing that. Me and Cat will be playing S&D. Oh, what is that?
Whatever that thing is. Say it's their leader.
Do you work tomorrow? Ah, gotcha. All right, and Mega Flare. I'm just picking on you. But his ass does need to be up in a half hour, though. He knows that's the normal time we play Call of Duty. If he was that tired, his ass should have ate and then went to sleepy by world.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
And that's why his ass can't sleep at nighttime. Majority of the time, I guarantee you it.
I did not
I couldn't catnap.
You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another.
Yep, I couldn't do it.
But for a survey...
I take a nap? Yeah, I'll be awake for a while.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
I guess more power to you. You're able to take a nap and still be able to sleep at night.
My thanks.
I just can't.
I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
So I know why Bama was able to pass out so quickly.
Losses in Gretov.
Because he's dreaming about me being beside him, cuddling him.
Had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends? Were these your orders?
No.
Exactly.
This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
The Breath of Ice, Ice Age. Too bad that's not Diamond Dust. My head hurts now. Alright, this is the last side mission, I think.
What's happened?
Clive, you'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
All right.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary.
The talks with the Republican Army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Thanks, girl.
Oh my god, I'm tired of doing side quests.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with
I really am.
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such Unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
I hope I don't have to do all this again on New Game Plus. Because I could have had this game already beat if it wasn't for the down cutscenes. Alright, I need to go this way. But, since I am a trophy hunter, I have to do all the side quests.
No need to ride from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area is flooded with ether.
Just have to pray makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Dragon?
No use calling Ambrosia now.
I gotta fight a dragon. Doo-da, doo-da. I like girls with big old... Nah, I don't even gonna say girls. I like women.
This one. Go, Torgal. Get him.
Haha. That means I like you. I like you a lot.
Where are you, Theo?
That'd be an awesome way to die, is getting smothered. That would.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. Any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me.
Alright, alright.
This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
And throw it. Do that real quick. I just want to keep hitting them. And do that. Do that. I need to stun him. Do that. Do that. Ooh, good hit. Good hit. I almost died. Very good hit. Come on. There's that. Instantly do diamond dust. know what? Do that. 3. Look at that. Mega Flare times 100. Yes. Alright, that was the last side quest.
Theodore,
You ready, Fars?
you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that.
Maddie, is Cap awake?
Oh no. There's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not.
Is he playing S&D?
For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore.
Alright. Tell him to join Discord, please.
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you.
I believe so, yeah.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye. Well.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, He played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
I'm back up to 2,000 ability points. Yes, sir. Every single side quest should be done. And they are. Yeah, missives there, but there's no side quest. Let's check, see if there's a bounty.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
And there is not. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go play some Call of Duty. Juliana, thank you for coming to the stream. It means a lot. You have a good night. Everybody stay warm and stay out of trouble. Peace.